All right, so we're just going to wait for a couple minutes for Trevor to come back in. We're going to see exactly how everything is going. This is the first time I did everything right for the connection. But this is very unusual for things to happen like this. How does that sound on that side?
Hear you fine. I'm just going to get relinked up here. Not live.
It's probably because you actually had the camera for YouTube actually on there if you're actually on YouTube on that side there. That's probably why you were getting the relapse because the speaker was on probably. All right, so a speaker actually on for desktop for your YouTube. All right, we're still testing. We're still testing. Do apologize for this.
Yeah, looks good on our end down here, I think.
Okay. All right, you never had the laptop for the main screen for YouTube, or was that just normal for the feedback?
So go down here.
Okay. All right. All right. So yes, we're gonna play the quick open again. I do apologize for this. Things do happen. Has been working in different ways, and I'll explain a little bit more once we're back actually from this quick open. So I do apologize for that.
Sit back and enjoy this show with your hosts, Trevor from HauntingLive Podcast and Psychic-Medium Chris from Divine Oracle Podcast. You're tuning in right now underneath Podbean. Don't forget, though, that you have the opportunity underneath Podbean to call in live and ask your questions and for your readings. Sit back and enjoy the show and let your friends know.
Alrighty. So yes, what I was just saying before had to redo the intro is over the this past week though, Jillian and I we sat down and we were recording with a gentleman from Boston, Massachusetts area, and we kept on getting freeze back. He kept on getting static. Turned out it was his side though. The energy was talking in a very weird way to him. So we had to reconnect with him, and things do happen with the spiritual world. But yeah, sitting in tonight though, it is clairvoyant. Trevor, and how are things on your end so far?
So far after this hiccup, we should be all right. Good to go here now, I think.
All
Uh,
right.
but yeah, I am doing your readings tonight, so get your questions in. Welcome to Haunting Live. If you're watching live on YouTube right now, we are streaming live on YouTube and also across our Podbean app, which you can actually call in live and ask your question live on the air. Just download Podbean, find Haunting Live podcast, and join our live show.
Yeah. All right. So there has been stuff going actually on just recently, and we might as well get to that within a couple seconds. So here we go with some news for you guys that are actually underneath Podbean. All right. So everybody on Podbean, just to let you know, starting actually as of May 18th, we will no longer be on live. They are cutting that service actually for us here underneath Podbean directly. So if you are listening directly underneath Podbean for our live shows, please be able to go to Haunting Live Podcast bi-weekly, and then also with Divine Oracle Podcast bi-weekly right underneath YouTube. So yes, that's what's going actually on. And Trevor's in the house tonight, so he'd like to do some readings for you. And hopefully we get people there popping in tonight. We do the promotions weekly for you guys and let you guys know directly. All right, so Trevor, if you want to do a quick open reading, that'd be wonderful.
and just do an opening reading for this week and see what the cards have to say. It's been an interesting week overall. Lots of things happening. And let's just see what the cards have to say for this week coming up. So we'll do what we normally do here. If you're new, we do what's called a 4-card spread. Now we pick 4 cards out of my deck. And the deck I'm using is the Predictions Oracle deck, or I call it the Creepy Kids deck because of the creepy kid on the cards. And it's a really cool deck. It's really used for predictions and roll events and stuff like that. And we're going to do a quick reading tonight, just opening the show here for this week. And we'll do a 4-card spread with the past, present, future, and the outcome card. And let's see what we get for the opening this week here. 4. So I've drawn 4 cards here for the opening this week, and our past position card, we have strategy planning. So in the past, hopefully there has been some strategy planning going on for you recently, and making sure things are going the way you want them to go for this week. And you should be doing that every week. Make sure things are lined up, make sure things are all good to go, and things will go smoothly if you do that. So strategy planning is in the past position for this week. For the present card, and that's so true, all for money. So that seems to be what everybody does. We all do this for the money, make our money so we can live, do things that we want to do in life. And it's important to keep those 2 cards together. It's important to strategize and plan out so you can make your money and continue doing things that you want to do. And in our future position card, we have mainstream news. Possibly there's always news happening, which is what these cards are perfect for, predicting what's happening in the news and world events. And there's been a lot of things happening this week, and there's probably going to be some more things happening this coming week as well. So keep an eye out for things happening in the news. Maybe some things will be directly related to you. Never know. And in the outcome card for the opening reading for this week, we have security camera. So this card indicates that somebody is watching out for you. Somebody is keeping an eye on you. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. So just keep cautious about things like that. Make sure your data and your identity is protected at all times. Make sure that nobody has access to your data or personal information. But just keep things secure and keep that planning going forward. So there's your cards for this week, with the main theme of it being strategy planning, which I think is always a good idea.
Yes, and it's always good though. So, all right. So a lot of it has been happening big time within the world lately. Some of you have probably noticed some of the gas prices has dropped. Some of you have noticed that gas price is going to be going probably back up. You never really know what's going actually on. All right, so if you guys are actually in right now, we have Podbean actually on for you. With also those, we also have chat going actually right now on for YouTube. If you guys are taking part in YouTube, please put in your question mark, and that way it would be wonderful. I see some viewers listening in right now, and yes, it's always best off to be able to put stuff in.
Yeah, please feel free to type in your questions in YouTube. We will get to them one at a time, and feel free to ask any type of questions. We don't limit you on the type of questions that you can post here. Feel free to ask any type of questions, to type them into the chat, and we will get to your question as soon as possible.
Yes, and please make sure that there is a question mark actually at the end, so we know directly if it is a question or if you guys are chatting with others. It's always good though to do that. Again, though, is a lot of things have been happening. Let's just do a quick reading also for what's going actually on in the States right now. If you would like to do that, I don't know, but it'd be good to kind of see what's going actually on in the States.
What part?
With actually Trump's side of the party, is he going to be actually resigning very shortly, or what?
Well, right now there are articles of impeachment out for him and also J.D. Vance, so let's check that out.
That'd be wonderful.
Impeachment could be the best possible means of removing somebody like that, so.
Yeah.
And Lord knows there has been enough reasons to impeach this moron in charge.
Yeah.
And let's see if something does happen or not. So let's draw some
So
cards
Betty Boo is right now actually on. It's actually on Podbean, so we do say welcome.
Welcome back, Betty Boo. Thank you for joining us this week.
So yeah.
We're going to do a quick reading on our neighbor to the south, which we are going to see what the cards say for impeachment, which there are articles being currently drafted for, and who knows what that outcome may be. There might be enough push for that finally, and hopefully something will happen from that before the midterm elections in November this year, but if not, definitely after. All right, so we do a 4 card spread here on the show. We do past, present, future, outcome. And our first card is a good card. Join forces. The joint forces obviously means both sides of the U.S. government, the Democrats and Republicans, will be joining forces to get this accomplished and have an outcome that we can all accept. It takes both of the parties to do that and come together for one cause, which is something most people can agree on. That something needs to be done. Which is good card to have in the past position to me. That means that has already happened. So in the present, reading on impeachment possibilities on Mr. Trump and J.D. Vance in the States, there are impeachment proceedings already being put forward. And in the present, another good card, planned outcome. So a planned outcome is good in this position because that means there is work being done to plan what is going to happen with the planning and in the stages that is currently in. So hopefully things are being planned in the right way and there will be the right outcome. Let's see what the outcome card has to say in 2 more cards here. The next is the future card. In the future, well, we may not need an impeachment. The next card, pandemic health crisis. Uh-oh. Is that a sign that something might happen to somebody before there is even an impeachment needed? We never know. Things have happened already that some say have happened even as recently as this past Easter weekend. There was an emergency that was covered up again that people were talking about. So could another one be here in the future? Some readers online have been saying April is an important month for this. And there's a lot of April to go yet. So let's see what happens with this card in the future. And the outcome position to see about the impeachment proceedings currently happening for the president and vice president in the US. It's an awesome card, just to let you know. Sun, yes, positive. So the sun will shine. We will have what we want. There will be a new day dawning. And this is a great card to have. These cards are all indicating that yes, something is moving forward, something is being planned, and people are coming together for this cause in this reading. Plus, the future card had a health crisis indicator. Heads up for the health event happening very soon.
All right.
There you go. Some awesome cards for an impeachment, but there might not be a need for one if that health card comes through.
Yeah. Alrighty, so again, those if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in. Put a question mark at the end. That way, we can notify. If you're on Podbeam, though, you have the opportunity to call in absolutely free, and that's a great feature though that you have on Podbeam, all the way up until May 18th. May 18th, though, they are cutting the live stream service, so we
Yes.
will be officially both be actually underneath YouTube, and that's where you guys can catch us directly. We do encourage you guys actually to also check out our YouTube channels. There is many actually basically things so that we have done with a lot of special guests all together. Now, any special guests actually coming up in your side?
Not right now. We just posted our most recent show, which is up there right now for you guys to check out. Our guests came all the way from California, USA, to talk about the age of Aquarius and what that's all about, what type of energies you can expect to be happening during that age, and what alignments the planets have to say about that, that kind of stuff. Also telling about what she does day to day as a psychic and a medium and a healer. So she is double harmony, and she talked a little bit about what she does and some experiences that she wanted to share on our show. So that is our most current episode that we have posted up there. I think I posted it last Monday, so go check that one out. We do have another guest coming up later in April. Keep an eye out for a brand new show, and this one is going to be about a book this gentleman has wrote detailing some of his paranormal encounters he's had. So we're going to be switching topics over to some ghost stories and encounters with this guy. So it'll be really interesting to switch some topics around on Haunted Live.
All right, so Betty Boo just typed in. She can't call in, unfortunately. But the thing is, she's asking a question, which is she just started, and I just started a sticker business. How do you see things going for her?
Okay. What is a fitness business?
A sticker?
Oh, sticker business. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can definitely take a look at that for you, Betty Boo, and congratulations on that. I hope it is going the way you want it to go so far. Let's do a 4 card spread as usual and see what the cards have to say for you and your new business venture.
She's already made some sales, which is awesome.
Oh, good news. Awesome.
Yeah, but we'll see what the cards have to say. If you guys are tuning in right now, don't forget underneath YouTube you have the option to type in your questions, or even if you guys are going to be tuning in on Podbean, feel free to type in your question or give us a call directly.
All right, Betty Boo, let's go with your reading here. We have drawn 4 cards for past, present, future, and outcome for you to see how your new business venture and stickering will go. So we have in the past health matter. Maybe in the past you weren't able to get this going because of some health issues you were going through at the time. Maybe it was preventing you from doing what you wanted to do, but now that you've had a chance to get over and heal from those issues, you're able to move forward and open your business as you've intended to. So this is a good card to have in the past position. So that means any health issues are in the past and you are well enough to continue with your new business venture. So good card to have in the past, but hopefully you didn't have anything too serious with that. Next card is in the present. We have citing disclosure. So, of course, citing disclosure has to do with the more ufology topics of UFOs and stuff like that. But maybe there's some unidentified things that needs to be disclosed with your new business that you haven't seen coming yet. So just keep an eye out in the present for those issues coming up. Maybe those disclosures will come to light for you and be able to be resolved. So just keep an eye out for those. In the future position, we have a good card. Prepared, stocked up. It's always good to be stocked up, be prepared. Make sure you have all your supplies that you need, especially for a new business venture like yours. Just make sure you're well stocked up and you have all the supplies and materials and stock that you need to continue your business. So that's just a little warning to make sure your future plans go the way you want them to go and keep things stocked up. in all areas of business. And in the outcome, I think, is a great card for you. We have Big City. Big city, big moves coming up in the outcome. So if you do all these things, watch out for the little disclosures. Watch out for, make sure you have your stock all in line. That things you need to move ahead and move forward with. Your business, you will have some big moves. Maybe be moving from your, I don't know if you do this from your home as a small business, but maybe you'll be moving into a storefront or something in the city. So maybe that's a great thing for you. So good cards all in all.
All
And
right.
congratulations again on your business.
All right. So Betty Boo has said though that you were correct about the injury and correct about one other thing after that. So that's what Betty Boo had turned around and said. If you guys are tuning in right now, actually on YouTube, you have this free chance actually to type in your question for clairvoyant Trevor, and Trevor can actually be able to do your readings for you altogether. And Betty Boo typed in, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. And you are right on, which is great. That's always good to hear.
Oh, wonderful. Always love to hear that we're targeting your general happenings within your own personal life and business life. So glad to hear that the cards were matching that. So,
all right. So basically, though, is Cheryl's actually typed in a question right underneath YouTube. Yeah, Cheryl, don't worry about it. Things happen.
hi, Cheryl. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, so Cheryl's just doing a general question. She wants to know what's happening for the week for her that's coming up.
Not a problem. Let's do the week ahead for Cheryl, our longtime lovely supporter on our show, and see what the cards have to say. I am again using the Predictions Oracle deck. I did get these all the way from Australia. They came really quickly when they came, and I love them. They are amazing cards. They're very simple and easy to use, and they speak to you pretty good when I'm using them. And I love them because of the big kid design on them. So let's do a 4 card spread again for Cheryl and see what her week ahead is like this week. I think this is the 3rd week in April now.
Well, Cheryl, I'll let you know rain is supposed to be coming so far for your area. Hopefully, you don't get flooded out.
Yeah.
But we'll see exactly what cards are being picked up. Again, those if you're on Podbean or YouTube, feel free to type in your questions. We'll love to actually hear from you, and we'll let Trevor do the reading.
All right, Cheryl. So I've drawn your cards, and the first card, of course, is in the past position. So let's see what the past position has to say for this week. Things that you've already done to prepare for this week coming up. And this card is military action. So maybe you've had to do some dancing around to make things juggle around for this week. Maybe you had to do some marching orders, make sure things got in line for you. Be a little more strict with things this week to prepare for your upcoming week this week. That's all that is. I think it's just saying, make sure that you've got your ducks in a row and things are militarized and strictly organized for this week. So that's in the past position. And hopefully you have done that because the next card in the present, how you're feeling, is royal family. You're feeling pretty damn good about what you've done to get things organized for this coming week. So I think you feel prepared. You feel like you've done what you need to do. Make sure things are organized and you're feeling royally high and mighty for this week coming up. And in the future position, lies, deception. Watch out for this card in the future because there could be some lies, there could be some deception, some people may be trying to deceive you. But from your past card, I think you're well prepared for that. You've been strong about keeping things orderly and being high and above things this week. So you're going to rise above this week, whatever these lies and deceptions that are coming in your future. And that couldn't be just this week, that could be later on in the future as well. And in the outcome, hopefully you'll get over that, but it is corrupt dealings. So there may be some corrupt dealings out there trying to thwart you, what you're trying to do this week. So just be aware of what could be out there. This is just a warning card. It doesn't mean it's what's going to happen. Just be prepared. But that very first card is key in this reading. You've taken that military action, that toughness, that stance that you need to take to get through this week. You've already done that, and that's in the past. So feel that you know you've done what you need to do already. But be warned in the outcome, there could be some corrupt dealings happening. Just a word of caution. All right, then that's your reading for the coming week, Cheryl.
All right. So just to let you guys know, over the weekend, though, Jillian and I, we were at a vendor market over in Stratford. It was good to meet new people within the area. Next
That
vendor
was
market.
well, wasn't it?
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Well, yes, I do apologize on that. The next vendor market, though, that we are going to be doing, though, will be taking place on the 2nd, and we are back in Guelph, but that's at 20 Shelldale Crescent. Come on out if you guys live in the Waterloo, Guelph region. Come on out. It's absolutely free to come out. It's going to be a Mother's Day event altogether. I'm just going to take a look, actually, at Podbean. It's basically, though, Betty Boo says she has shared actually the stream, which is wonderful. And that's one thing, though, that we actually here at Divine/Haunting Live podcast actually suggest for you guys to do. Share with your friends. Let your friends know about Sunday nights at 8 o'clock here, both on Haunting Live podcast and Divine Oracle podcast. We alternate each week. And yes, so. All right, so I see 9 people all together. And if on YouTube, please type in your questions. We'd love to actually get Trevor to do some readings with you guys. But in between that time, what we're going to do is we're going to do pick a card and get that together.
I tell you what to do, pick a card. I tell you what to do, pick a card.
Alrighty, so yes, we're back for pick a card for the week. Actually, of the 12th.
Yeah. Great. How we do pick a card? If you're new here, we draw 3 cards, and we don't tell you what they are, but you have to pick which ones are drawn to you. So in other words, if you don't have a particular question in mind, this is perfect for you. You get to pick cards that are drawn to you and see what that card has to say for you for this week. So with that, I have shuffled, and I will then draw one face down. 1, 2, and 3. So we give you 3 opportunities. Which card draws to you more? Does it draw to number 1? Does it draw to number 2? Or does it draw to number 3? So take a moment, feel the energy of the cards I have just drawn. What number stands out to you most? Okay, here we go. Card number 1 for this week. We have Rulership Handover. So whoever is in charge of your life, which should be you and yourself only, this may be handed over to somebody else. Just be careful of that. Be cautious of who you let into your life, and make sure that person is worthy of being around you. And don't let them take over too much, but just be cautious somebody is trying to control you a little bit if you pick card number 1. Card number 2, if you pick card number 2, it is Submarine Underwater. So maybe if you pick this card, you might be feeling overwhelmed. You might be feeling like things are sinking for you. You might have maybe a watery grave type feeling, like you're just being overwhelmed by things. Just take note that that happens to everybody from time to time, and it will pass. All water, flood waters and stuff like that do recede eventually. So just be noted that if you are going through something like this right now and you chose this card, just know in the future that the waters do recede. Okay? And card number 3. If you pick card number 3, you are going to be in a explosive situation. So keep an eye out for anything happening big in your life. Maybe you're in a situation that you might not expecting to happen, but something big and explosive is going to be happening with you in your life very shortly. So if you pick this card, be prepared for big things happening. Hopefully good things, but just be prepared that it could be bad things as well. So take note that some big explosions are going to be occurring within your life shortly. This is just a warning card. That's all this is, okay? So that is card number 3 for this week. And there you go. There's your pick a card.
I tell you what to do, pick a card. I tell you what to do, pick a card.
Alrighty, so yeah, we're back from that pick a card. Again, though, we do that every single week here. During our shows are always posted at 8 o'clock live. Again, those just quick reminder, we're going to be posting this and saying this every single show. Starting May 18th, there is no more live on Podbean. We do apologize,
Yes,
but
unfortunately, Podbean is stopping their live streaming service. So for our fans over on Podbean, you have a couple more weeks to join us live here on Podbean. But unfortunately, after the 18th of May, we will no longer be streaming on Podbean. We possibly will be uploading the shows directly after we air them, though. So you could probably listen to our show after we post it, but you won't be able to join the live stream on Podbean. If you want to catch us live, you will have to follow us on our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel, which is Haunting Live Podcast, which we're airing on tonight, or our other channel, which is Chris's, which is Divine Oracle Podcast. And you can check us out both underneath our YouTube, which we have our past shows up there. We have a bunch of paranormal investigations that we've done in the past. We have a whole bunch of interesting things on our YouTube channel. And currently, we are doing our live shows and streaming our card readings for you each and every Sunday night.
yeah. And just let you know, for our show coming up this week, though, this Saturday, Christopher Allen Brewer will be actually back on the show. It's one of our past shows with my former co-host, which is Gypsy Lady Eva. And then this week right now, Wanda here Jackson. It's also another past show. Good friend of ours, actually here. She's a founder of Ghost Hunters of Guelph. And she's been actually on a lot of TV shows, even helped us out with our own TV show in 2013. And then the following week after at Divine, it is Boston Medium, which is Scott Allen. So yeah, it was great talking to him. Except for at the time though, I had a major head cold, so Joe was actually able to cover some of it. So yeah, which was great. But yes, again, those if you guys are tuning in, since we actually have people who are currently actually online, type in your questions. We'd love to get Trevor to do some readings for you. It's absolutely free, and there's nothing to be judging about. Anything goes. We do not stop at politics. We do not stop at other things. Just gotta remember though is watch your wording, please, and that way you can take part. If you're listening on Podbean, you can call in, and that way that's being done until May 18th. All right. I see people actually online. We have 10 viewers right now, which is wonderful, but some of the people are a little bit scared, timid. Don't worry about it. Nothing to be judging about. We do not judge at all here at Sunday Night Live readings with Divine and also Haunting Live podcast. So yeah. All right. So I guess it's going to be a little bit quiet tonight. But anybody want to do reading? Go ahead. Type in your questions. We'd love to hear from you.
Feel free to type in your questions. We're here for you here tonight to do your live readings on Sunday night readings. We're here every Sunday at 8 o'clock on our YouTube channel. We switch every week from HauntingLive and then over on Divine Oracle Podcast. And we do it that way from now on because we will be losing our Podbean live stream shortly. In May, we have up until May 18th, and then we have no more live streams, unfortunately, underneath our Podbean. So we'll be solely on our YouTube channel after that.
And now let you know for Podbean, though, it's not our area. It's actually the server actually that's cutting it. So
Yeah, they're just stopping their live stream service altogether, so unfortunately it's going away.
yeah. All right, people are popping in. Love to get some readings for you. Absolutely free. And you can get the readings done by Clairvoyant Trevor. Trevor's actually on
Yeah,
my.
I have my Oracle deck here with me tonight, so it's called the Predictions Oracle. And it's a really cool deck. I love it so much. I had to pick it up. It's really simple to use. It's mainly meant for mainstream news, world events, stuff like that. And I call it the Creepy Kid deck because there's an example of what's on the deck.
For those
They've
that
got
are listening on Podbean, it's got like a little children bit kind of creepy style.
they've got creepy style kids on it, different positions, doing the what the words are below them, indicating what the card means, and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool deck. I love it.
Yeah. All
I'd be
right.
happy to do some readings for you tonight with it and see what the cards have to say for you.
Yeah. All right. So let's just do one for Jack. How's Jack going to do this week actually with his exam that he's going to be doing?
Do you have an exam coming up?
I think it's exam or a presentation, something like that.
Okay. Let's just do a general skill work one thing. See here.
Now, just to let you know, Jack, though, he is Trevor's little buddy. He is taller than Trevor. He's almost as tall as me. He was over this weekend, but he had studying to do. So, yes, he's actually in grade 10, but he is tall and skinny, boy. He's like a toothpick. So, alrighty.
So in the past position for this reading, we have the card of stay put, which is what he has been doing, staying strong on his studies, making sure he stays in school, doing what needs to be done, and moving forward with everything. And he chose to stay home today to get some work done on his project he's doing. So that indicates he made the right decisions in the past. In the present card, we have classified knowledge. So he's learning some knowledge that may be classified to him, just to what he's working on right now. And that knowledge he will gain, and he's doing what needs to be done right now in the present, which is studying and getting his presentation all done. In the future position, you have duties kept quiet. So I don't think maybe we're gonna find out what he was working on. He might just be hush hush about it. Maybe he doesn't want people knowing exactly what he went through to get it done. Maybe it's just meant for school and that's it. So maybe he and his friends at school will know what's been happening with this project that he's working on for school, and that's as far as it's gonna go. Maybe he doesn't want people knowing about it just yet. But in the outcome card for this reading, but maybe we're going to find out about it somehow, cyber attack. So cyber attack means to me in this reading that I have a feeling somebody's going to leak some information out about it. Maybe mom or maybe dad or maybe sister will tell us what he's been doing. So maybe he won't do it himself. I think somebody else is going to leak a little bit of information out about how his project went. And I think we'll find out eventually. So, but he's doing what he needs to be doing at this time and getting his project done. And that knowledge is going to be there for him. So,
Alrighty. So, yeah, we've
what
got.
school is all about.
Yeah, we got people popping in, which is great. If you guys want to ask anything, anything goes. So we're always open.
Yeah, we don't limit the type of questions here at all, like other channels do. We are wide open. If you want a love reading, find out what's happening in your personal life. If you want a career reading or a work question reading, we can find out what's happening at your job. If you want a financial reading, find out what's coming or going in your financial future. Or if you are interested in politics and world events, there's lots happening just today in world events. So we can do some readings on that as well. We did one earlier tonight on Mr. Rump and J.D. Vance on impeachment proceedings, and that was a very interesting read. So there are articles of impeachment currently sitting there in the U.S., but the cards kind of indicated they may not need that. There may be a health crisis before we get to impeachment. So,
Hope so. Hope so. I know it's wrong to say, but still,
no.
the states needs to be able to fix itself and be able to go forward and bring back the love that they originally had before last year. And
Oh, I
yes,
know what we could do a reading on. The news came out this past week in the U.S. that somebody may be running in 2028.
yes, this is great news for everybody. And if you guys haven't catch the news at all, I think it's been on CNN. But Kamala is talking about running again, and I think it's a great thing, though. But we'll see how things are going actually on Trevor's end, and we're going to see exactly what's going to take place and if she is going to run officially. I
Yes, news came out this week. She was at an event and doing an interview, and the interview person asked her if she was running. So she kind of had to answer. She said, I might be. So it wasn't a definite yes, but she said, I might be running. And I think she should because I don't think she got a fair crack at it past time in 24 because of cheating and everything else going on with you know who. Because you know who had to stay out of jail. So I really hope she does again, just so whether she does actually go forward with it or does actually win it, I think she deserves a second chance at it for what happened. My thought on it. But she did not get a fair shot at the election.
well, I know actually on my past shows with Gypsy Lady Eva, we kept on saying no that she would be running again, and
Yes.
so let's see what the cards have to say.
I shuffled, let's draw a 4-card spread for our girl Kamala and her luck with 2028. I know there's going to be a bunch of people running in 28 because the orange pumpkin will not be. All right. We have past, present, future, and outcome in our 4-card spread to see what Kamala's chances are for 2028. In our past position, which is a very true card, control puppet. In the past, she definitely was controlled. She was thrown in halfway through. She was not allowed to do a full run of her promotion for the 2024 election. And I think if she had a full run at it, I think she would have had a better chance and a better outcome of what happened. And if she runs again this time, she will not have the amount of cheating and stealing and what was going on in the 24 election to get a criminal involved in the White House. So that is a good card. That's in the past, control puppet. In the present card for Kamala, we have banking currency. Right now, she is building up her bankroll. She is making her campaign full. She is making sure she has the funds to do a full campaign run and make things happen the way they're supposed to happen in the present. So she is working on something. She is making sure she has the funds there, the endorsements there, everything there that she needs to have for a 2028 run. And notice what they're wearing on this card, that top hat. That is very much so Abraham Lincoln look to this card. That is presidential. Okay, number 3 is the future card. And this is an awesome card to have. Tsunami rising water in the future. Starting in November this year, there are midterm elections in the US, which there are many, many things going to be changing this year. And one of that thing is going to be a blue wave coming through in November. And looking behind what's on the back of this card, you've got a big blue wave behind a female on this card. So that's going to push her right to the top. So that is in the future for her. And in the outcome position, we have, of course, airborne toxins. There's always toxicity in an election. There's going to be cheating, there's going to be lies, there's going to be scandals, there's going to be everything imaginable to try to stop her, especially somebody that has already tried to run and they know what this person is like to run in an election. They're going to have a lot more ammo to throw against this person, but she is going to stand strong from these cards I've drawn. There's always that in an election, but I think these first three cards, hold up here, these are very good cards for her to have, especially this one.
You want to let our listeners on Podbean know which one you pointed at, please?
Yeah, I'm pointing to the one that was in the future position, which shows a female figure wearing a big hat, looking proud, looking proper, as Kamala always does. And in behind is a big blue wave, looks like she's on the beach. And there's a big wave behind her, so she's going to be pushed along by a big blue wave, and she has a really good chance in her future if she decides to fully run.
All right. So get your
So, good cards.
get your cards ready again, Trevor. We have another person that just popped in that's on the YouTube right when you started, and this is coming from Jenny. Jenny has a great question though, and basically those she's asking, could you have a financial reading for her, please?
Of course, Jenny, thank you for joining us on Haunting Live. We are here every Sunday night, either on Haunting Live or on Chris's page, Divine Oracle Podcast. We alternate between week and week out, just to give each of us a chance to do readings for you. This week is my week, so welcome to Haunting Live. I will be happy to do a quick reading for you with my Predictions Oracle deck here. This is not mine, it's the one I like to use. And I like to call it the Creepy Kids deck. But let's draw some cards for you to see what your financial situation is going to be like. Let's see what the cards have to say for you here.
And we'll
All
try.
right, we do a 4-card spread. And what we do here is we do a past, present, future, and outcome, so you get an idea of your past, what's currently happening in your future, and also a general outcome card of all the cards. Okay, so in the past position, your first card, we do have cyber attack. So possibly in the past you've had some maybe cyber issues with maybe online banking or something like that. I know I have. I know a lot of people have this, and it is something to watch out for. But this being in the past position is a great card to be in the past position, because that means that has happened already and you have dealt with that issue, and hopefully you have secured any type of security issues with online banking or credit cards or anything like that, or maybe you do things on your phone for banking. Just make sure things are secure when you're doing things like that, okay? So things don't happen again if something has happened in the past. In the present position, we have, which I think you have done, is royal family. So changes that you made in the past to the present, to the card, indicates that you are sitting high, you're sitting above things, you're looking down on things that have already happened. So it looks like you may have already made those changes that you need to have made to make your banking and financial situation secure. Whether that's making sure your funds are there, make sure that they're safe for you, making sure that you have enough there for you to survive on, stuff like that, because you're sitting high. You're in that royally high position right now. So to me, that indicates that you are in a good position financially right now. In the future outcome, we do have pandemic health crisis. So this is just a warning card for you to make sure to look out for not only your physical health, but your financial health as well. Make sure that you are financially stable. Make sure that you don't come crashing down. And make sure your financial future is secure. But I think you have learned that lesson already from these other cards, your cyber attack in the past, making sure that things are secure for you. And your present card showed that as well, that you're sitting high and above things and looking down on what you've accomplished. And in the outcome card, which is interesting, we have planned outcome. So this is a good card to have in your outcome position because it tells me that you are also already planning that outcome. What you have done in the past, protecting yourself from any attacks, the fact that you currently are sitting up high and looking down, and you're worried and making sure things are not going to happen again, that you're planning for this outcome to be good. So all in all, those are great cards. I think you are the type of person that are always planning ahead, make sure that you are secure, planning for future things to happen in case something does happen, like a health crisis, not only physical health, but your mental health, knowing that you are secure in your financial situation, you're good to go, and you have a good outcome card. So there is your reading. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so yes, that's the show for the week of April 12th. Again, though, is we keep on reminding you guys, Podbean is ending our live shows, so that will be happening actually the week of May 18th. We do apologize for you to everybody. But yeah, check us out constantly actually underneath YouTube. That's both Haunting Live Podcast and Divine Oracle Podcast. If you guys are underneath Podbean, we suggest you guys to listen to our shows, leave comments, let us know what you guys think about the shows. And Podbean's a free app though that you can actually download. There's many other shows actually on there, and yeah, it's a great app to actually have for major podcast apps.
I'd also like to mention our new TikTok channel that I'm working on before we sign off today. With these cards, what I have done is created my own TikTok channel. If you guys are interested in political tarot and finding out what's happening in the political world or just world events, news articles that come out, anything like that, I do a one card draw on and I'll post different questions up and see what the cards have to say about things happening in the news, in the political world, and just do a one card draw for that. And my channel is called Creepy Dark Political Tarot. So using the Creepy Kids deck, the oracle deck I use, I draw one card, like I said, and to see what they have to say about certain things that are happening in world news events. And you can go check that out on my TikTok if you're interested. I post up a few times a week, so you can see what's happening over there, see what the cards have to say, and please do leave your comments and questions underneath my posts. I welcome anybody to leave comments, and I post a couple times a week over there. So again, that's Creepy Dark Political Tarot under TikTok.
All right, so again, those we will check out with you guys next week. I will be in the hot seat with readings. I usually have oracle cards and tarot cards with me, so we'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later.
Have a great week. Hi, I'm Trevor, host of Haunting Live. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to our podcast. Brand new content posted every single Monday at 8:30 a.m. Please follow us here on the Podbean app for more great content, and we look forward to providing you some new shows.
Haunting Live Podcast. Have you ever wanted a spiritual reading? Why not reach out to Brother Chris through the Divine Oracle podcast page? He's a certified oracle reader and has been doing readings for so many years, reaching people with their higher self and the spirit side, with angels, ancestors, and the animals. Why not reach out to Brother Chris? Check him out underneath HauntingLive Podcast.